It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears' superstar wide receiver. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. And the ball is knocked out. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. Quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On second down, it's Cox. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for first.
They always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. The 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith.
And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Nifty move. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Slant pass to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On second down, here's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Burrow.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A toss left, Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
He's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to it before either guy in double coverage could react.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Knox.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And incomplete on a deep ball.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On second down, they'll run it here.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This goes out wide from Nixon.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now Burrow on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium. Denver in town to take on Minnesota. And it's the Broncos who are out in front. 2 touchdowns in that ball game for Javonte Williams. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. Deshaun Watson, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Raiders. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
108 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. He's got room past the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Burrow looking to pass. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Mix it up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Cox. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Back to throw now on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Head coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want him to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bears! From 3 yards out. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. Will step aside. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown! A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close. Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight. Well, here's the call. So that challenge is a successful one. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards? Especially on 3rd down. Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow avoids the target, and he has it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Mixon.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mixon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They'll run with Mixon. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there. They'll bring out 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. And the Lions have now taken the lead in that ball game. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his pass incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Burrow on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Burrow They're going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
A nice little juke.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Chicago, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.